Micky Collins talking after the 4-2 defeat by Three Bridges. Micky, your thoughts on that?
Disappointing. I don't think the scoreline warranted the game at all. And in pivotal moments in games, change games. And whether that's a referee makes that a mistake or whether it's our players make mistakes, it just changes the game. And I don't think deep down we deserve to lose it. I don't think we've done enough second half to go on and win it. But these things happen, and when you're down there and struggling a little bit, they come up against you. And we made a few mistakes today that later on in the game come on and bite on the backside. So disappointed for the boys. I feel really, really sorry for them today because they give it their all. And at 2-1 up, I thought we'd go on and comfortably go and wrap the game up, but that's not to be. And fair credit to Three Bridges because they came with a game plan, worked really well, especially the first few minutes, and they've gone out worthy winners. So can't knock them for that. And they've done really well, but disappointed from our point.
In the lead twice, concede twice, and then concede the third goal from the halfway line.
Oh, you can't. You know what? I can throw Matt under the bus with that one, but he knows. It's just he's made an absolute horror error, and he's made a mistake. And if you saw that on under sevens on a Sunday, you'd go, oh my God, that's terrible. What has happened today in step 4, and you can't legislate for that human error. That's it. And at that time, at 2-2, it's an innocuous free kick from 45 yards away, and we're in the game. We're in control of the game. I thought we got on the ball better second half, and that's it. And then all of a sudden, you can look at the body language when you're losing games of football. It hits the boys hard, and when they've done nothing wrong. And that's hard to take, really hard. They play good football, carve you open, score a good goal. You take that on the chin, but that hasn't happened. And that's disappointing, and Matt knows, and we've got to bounce back from that because we've got 2 important games coming up.
And then the fourth goal, again from a free kick. I thought the referee might be going to give a penalty after he went over and had a word with the assistant referee, but again, Gaylor scores from distance.
Yeah, again, I haven't seen it from that angle because it's the other side for me, but we've set the wall up and he's gone in on the keeper's side. So, you look at that and, it's a great strike to be fair. But we can take the game back a minute before that, We've got a blatant penalty in this box. Every single person in the ground has seen it. It's a blatant penalty, but because the ref stayed in the centre circle for the whole game and not moved, he's not up with play, so he's not give it. And then the second one, he's not even going to blow for that one, the one on the edge of the box, but he's heard the shout and then he's put his whistle to his mouth and blown. And it shows how far away he was because he then had to go and consult the linesman whether it was in the box. And I've had the conversation with him at the end and I said to him, your fitness levels are so bad, you've not come out the centre circle. And he's even admitted it and said, it's not the first time that someone said that to me. Well, wow, we've had 2 pivotal moments in that game and people say referees don't change games of football. Well, unfortunately today they did because we had a blatant penalty first half and we've had another one second half and he's not give either. And that changes the complex of the game. And if you're first, second, third in the league, you might get that decision. But down the bottom we're scrapping, we haven't. Can't legislate for how we've let the goals in, that's not good enough. But, if he does his job properly, everyone in the ground saw it and unfortunately it hasn't happened.
The 2 highlights were the goals that we scored. I suggested that Lewis Cross for the first one was a shade too long, but Bobby, for the second one, Bobby Dunn proved me wrong, with scoring with a neat finish.
Yeah, and we knew with Lou's pace going in behind him, and we did it. And Lou went in, and he's pinpointed it. He's seen Bobby at the far post, put it up there, and I think Bob scuffed it, to be fair, into the ground, and it's done him a favour and gone over the keeper. But it was a great break, and that's how we wanted to play, and that's how we worked. And then the second goal's exactly the same, really. Danny Devine's clipped it. Lou's done what he's done, gone in round the back of the defence, and a cool little finish inside the box. Unfortunately for us, we didn't do enough of that. And then literally at the end of the first half we started to pass the ball better. I thought we came out second half, done it again, got Bobby on the ball more on Quaker, and then all of a sudden we started to cause them a few problems. But you know what, we never created enough second half to actually go on and win the game. The one time we did create something, it's a blatant penalty, he's not giving it. So you know what, you can go back over the game, but for me, second half we didn't do enough to win it, and the manner of the 2 goals we've conceded second half is not good enough, and that's something we've got to look at.
You brought in new players, but you've lost players as well. Joe Doherty and Conrad Lee, to name but 2. It's difficult times for you.
It's difficult for everyone. It's not just us. You don't know up until 10 o'clock last night what 15, 16 you're going to put together, because COVID throws that at you. It's a curveball. You got people testing last night because we're so strict that we want everyone to turn up and be healthy because we don't want to incriminate yourself or anybody else. And listen, I know better than anyone because I'm still on the back end of it and it's not great. So we're very mindful that we protect the players. So last night, Conrad's gone down with it. Jace Fragine's obviously got his hamstring, so then that's both your left backs out. So then you've got to look at changing it round. And that's just how it is at the moment. So you can't make excuses because everyone's in the same boat. But it is a bit of luck of the draw. And yeah, I mean, last week we've gone down to Haywards Heath. We've ended up on a Saturday with 13 fit players. But that's the league ruling. If you've got 2 subs, you're allowed to play. That's shocking. For me, that's not acceptable at any level of football. That if you've only got 2 subs, you can still play a game of football. That's embarrassing. But it is what it is. We have to work within them parameters. We didn't want to call the game off last week, and we went down there and gave a good show of ourselves. And that's how it is. So you just got to, for the moment, you've got to keep signing players. Because you've got to bolster your ranks. If you're going to lose 3-4 people, you've got enough to cover it. And that's difficult, especially when you're near the bottom of the league and you're struggling a bit and trying to entice players. It's always going to be difficult. But it's one of them things we run with at the moment, and everyone's in the same boat. It's not just us. And we have to get through it. And that's how it is.